back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is b.eeana, and I'm a second-year medical student at a DO school. So, if I'm looking a little bit disheveled right now, it's because I am. I just took my cardiology exam. Actually, I took it a few hours ago, but yes, I took my cardiology exam today. And I know I didn't record any vlogs of me preparing for the exam, studying for the exam, or anything like that. And there's a very big reason for that, and most of it you guys probably already heard about in my last video if you watched it. But if you didn't watch my last video, basically I talked about the fact that I was really burnt out, and I was burnt out for like 4 weeks. I'm not even kidding. There are a couple things I want to talk about in this video. One would be how cardio went, how I feel about the exam today. And then the last thing that I want to touch upon is guilt during medical school and finding free time, making free time, doing things that you enjoy, toxic productivity, and things like that. So I'm going to try to fit a lot of conversation into this vlog. Hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully you guys find it useful. I'm just going to be real and raw like I always am. And hopefully you guys don't hate me for some of the things that I'm going to say. So, in my last video, I told you guys that after the hematology exam, I was super burnt out for like 2.5 weeks, and the cardiology unit was 4 weeks. So 2.5 weeks of me being really burnt out, being unproductive, being really undisciplined, unmotivated, very tired, very sad, not remembering anything that I'm learning. Like those 2.5 weeks felt like a complete waste. And so really, I had about a week and a half to try to get it together to find a way to pass that cardiology exam. Honestly, I feel like the cardiology exam went well today. There are always questions on exams that I just don't know the answer to. You just answer it and move on, and you know, I never expect to get 100 on any exam, but I do feel like I did well. I hope I'm not speaking too soon because obviously I don't know my grade yet, but I do feel like it went well, and based on how I'm feeling, I'm just surprised at how confident I felt walking out of that exam because I barely studied for that exam, and not because I was being lazy and not because, you know, I just was like, F it, I'm not going to study, but literally because I was so burnt out from heme that I could not pull it together to be my best self and study for that thing. So during the psychiatry unit, you guys know that I love psychiatry, or maybe you don't. If you haven't been watching my videos for a long time, then you don't know that I love psychiatry, but I do, okay? Psych was my favorite unit, and I was functioning at 100%. I was like 100% high functioning b.eeana. I was on top of my game. I was super motivated. I was super disciplined. I was energetic. I loved doing what I was doing when I was studying for psych. I was great, okay? And then the exam turned out great. And then, you know, after an exam, you always get a little bit tired. For the next couple of weeks when I was studying for heme was not going well. So then I feel like my battery dropped from being 100% to like 80%. And I don't mean I was putting in 80% effort. I mean my new 100% was 80%. Like the most effort I could give was 80% because I was starting to get a little bit burnt out from hematology. And then the week before the hematology exam, honestly, I feel like my new battery kind of plummeted to about 65%. So my new 100% was now 65%. And even though I was putting in all the effort I could, I felt like I was only functioning at about 65% of prime time maximum capacity b.eeana. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, then damn, this is gonna sound stupid. But that's how I was feeling, okay? So then I took the heme exam. It went fine. And then it all crashed and burned once I started the cardiology unit because I was still trying to recover from heme, and it just took a really long time. So for those first 2.5 weeks after the hematology exam, I felt like my new 100% was like 30%. I felt like I was functioning at 30% of my maximum prime time capacity, and it wasn't good, okay? It wasn't good. The reason I'm shocked that the cardiology exam felt like it went well is because compared to all of the other exams I've studied for, I felt like I barely studied for cardio because I was just so tired and so burnt out. Like I could not put in 100% of 100% b.eeana. Like, this sounds stupid. The more I'm saying it, I don't even know if anything I'm saying is making sense, but basically, when it came time for cardiology, I felt like my new 100% was 30%. So even when I was putting in 100% of my effort, I was only putting in 100% of that 30%. Like, do you guys get what I'm saying? Like, when you buy a brand new phone, okay, your phone has 100% battery. After a couple of years, the battery starts to degrade. And then if you go check your battery health, your new battery health after 3 years is maybe like, I don't know, 82%, which means now when you charge your phone to 100%, it's really only charging to 80% of that 100% capacity. So that was me during cardio. The new 100% that I could give was only 30% of what I could normally give if I was motivated and healthy and well rested and ready to go. Basically for cardio, I gave 100% of my effort, but compared to my usual, it was really only like 30% of my effort. Because if you guys saw my last video, I told you guys I was sleeping like all the time because I was so tired, which means I was not putting that many hours into studying for cardio because I felt like I couldn't. So I was functioning at 30% capacity for cardio. So when I left that exam today feeling like I definitely passed it, I was kind of shocked. And then more on top of that, yesterday, which was Sunday, the day before the exam, I didn't study for the cardio exam at all. I instead went to watch Eric's volleyball tournament because he was playing in a tournament with our friends back from college, and I felt like I was really going to be missing out if I didn't get the chance to see them play together. So I went, which means I didn't study for cardio yesterday. And now I didn't just do that willy-nilly, all irresponsible, like whatever, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just going to go watch this volleyball game anyway. That's not what it was like, okay? Friday, as in 3 days ago, I started to feel like pretty okay about the material. And then Saturday, I was like, okay, yeah, I know the stuff on this study guide. I know what I'm doing. So then at that point, I was like, well, like, what am I going to do on Sunday? If I study on Sunday, I'm really just going to be reinforcing the things I already know. So maybe it's not worth it. And I've said this in other videos. I personally believe that the day before an exam, you're not going to learn anything life-changing. You're not going to learn anything new. Whatever you know by like Friday, Saturday is probably what you're going to know for that Monday exam. So you might as well maybe give yourself a break on that Sunday. So that's exactly what I did. I just took yesterday off, watched the volleyball game, and then I went and took my exam today, and it went well. At least I feel like it went well. You know, for all I know, when I record the clip tomorrow of me reacting to my grade, I might have done awfully. And then I'm just going to have to delete this whole vlog because then I'm going to sound stupid as hell. That's how it went. Okay. So now let's talk about the feelings that came up while I was at that game yesterday. And this gets into this culture of toxic productivity and feeling like when you're a medical student, you're no longer human. Like you just need to be this robot who's constantly go studying, and then you feel guilty whenever you do things that you enjoy. So yesterday, even though I was feeling good about the exam, I felt like I knew what I was doing, I still felt bad at the volleyball game because I was thinking to myself, what if there are like 3 things that if I studied again, like right now, I would know it for the exam? Like, what if that little bit of time makes enough of a change for my grade to go from like a C+ to a B-? Like, I was just being ridiculous, okay? And then I'm thinking about the fact that almost every other medical student is literally still studying the day before the exam. They literally study up until like the minute before the exam. That's not me. Again, I don't think it makes sense to study up to the minute before the exam. I don't really think it makes much sense to study the day before the exam. If you feel like studying right before the exam makes a difference for you, then you do you. You know, you do you. But that doesn't work for me. So why was I still comparing myself to all of these other students who were studying when I know that for me personally, studying the Sunday before a Monday exam doesn't make a difference? Why was I comparing myself? I don't know, but I really do know. I do know, because when you go to medical school, it's like the moment you're accepted, you kind of have to like remind yourself that you're still human, because otherwise you just put yourself into this bubble of being a medical student, and then that's all you are from that point on. You're a medical student. You're supposed to study 12 to 16 hours a day. You barely sleep. You don't have time to do anything you enjoy. You've got to like ghost all your friends and your family. Like, I feel like that's the expectation that I came into medical school having. So then when I found that I could still have a life, I could still play volleyball, I could still go to the gym, I could still go home and visit my friends, I was like, I must be doing something wrong because I'm not supposed to have this much time. So that makes me want to talk about the next topic, and that's free time. Do you have a lot of free time in medical school? No. Like, you don't just have free time. You don't. You really don't. Whenever you have free time, it's because you make free time. And the reason I have free time is because I plan. I plan weeks ahead what I'm going to be doing every single hour of every single day. That helps me to stay on top of things. It helps me to spend less time figuring out what I'm trying to do every day because I've already figured it out. Last week, I already said that today I'm going to be doing this. So I don't have to spend today thinking about what I'm going to be doing because I already know what I'm going to be doing. So that saves me time. During the 8 hours a day that I do study, I am very focused during those 8 hours so that the rest of the day I can do whatever the heck I want. Do you have a ton of free time in medical school? No. But if you're smart about your time and you are consistent and you time manage, then you can make free time. Trust me, you can, because I do it, okay? And I'm a hot mess most of the time, so if I can do it, you can do it. Okay, I have all this free time that I've made for myself, and the weird thing, you know, the guilt thing, it comes back. So I have spent all of this effort making sure I am very focused during those 8 hours. I make sure I get everything done on that checklist that I said I would get done. And then any time that I have after that is free. I can do whatever the heck I want. So I will literally finish everything that I wanted to finish in a day, and then I'll do something I enjoy. And then the guilt starts to creep in again because I'm like, should I really have 3 hours to spare? Because I'm pretty sure other people are studying right now. People are still just stop. Like, I need to stop, and you need to stop. If you're comparing yourself to other people, you also need to stop. I need to stop comparing myself to other people. So do you have free time? If you make it. you will. Because honestly, if you don't make time for yourself, you will lose your mind. Because if you wanted to study 24/7 when it comes to medicine, you totally could, because there is enough information for you to be able to do that. But then you'd be miserable. So like, don't do that. You go to medical school and you become a medical student, and it's almost like you forget that you're human. And it sounds so weird, but every day I have to remind myself, you're a medical student, but you're also human. Like, I am a human before I am a medical student. So why should I have to sacrifice everything that I enjoy doing just to keep my grades up? I used to think that good grades meant success. High exam scores meant success. And then I would think low exam scores, you're an idiot, you're a failure. I still kind of feel that way sometimes, even though I know it's not true. Like, deep down, I feel that way just because, you know, that's what I've been taught for so many years. But a friend of mine said something the other day, and she said something along the lines of doing things that you still enjoy and spending time with the people that you love. That is also a form of success. So even if you don't ace every single exam, but you are still loving your life outside of medical school, that is success. Because success comes in many, many facets. Maybe success to you is getting good grades. Maybe success to you is having time to play volleyball and spend time with your friends and lift weights at the gym and, you know, set new PRs. Or maybe success for you is, you know, trying a new recipe or doing whatever the heck it is you want to do. Just because you're in medical school doesn't mean you need to throw away all of the other things that made you a lively human being. Because if you are not a lively human being while you are in medical school, you're not going to make it, and you're going to hate medicine, and you're gonna hate yourself, and then you're gonna hate your job. So that is a long-winded way of me saying, I used to think that you could not be human while being a medical student. And that's just not true, but I feel like so many people talk about it that way, but it doesn't have to be like that. It really doesn't. Anyway, I feel like I've been talking to you guys for a long time. I hope this video has made sense. I will insert the clip of me reacting to my grade once my grade comes out. Hopefully it's a good reaction. Hopefully I'm not crying. So I'm just gonna insert that clip right here, and I'll be right back. Good morning, everybody. It's 8 in the morning. I can't believe I'm awake right now because I don't even wake up this early on days when I need to get work done. But I just found out that my grade got released for my exam. So I'm gonna check it right now. Wow. I'll take it. I basically scored the same exact thing I scored on the heme exam. Why do I keep not, like, why do I keep getting right on the border? Honestly, considering how little I studied for this exam compared to how much I studied for other ones, I can't be mad at this grade. I feel like that 30% that I was talking about, that was my maximum that I was able to give. If I was able to get an A on this exam functioning at 30% of my maximum capacity, I feel like I would have very little reason to ever put in 100% of my actual 100% capacity, because if I know I can ace it, putting in a third of that effort, I would have very little incentive to like go hard all the time. But okay, there it is. Got an 89 again, putting in 30% of my maximum capacity effort. That's pretty good if you ask me. I am honestly, like I said yesterday, I'm shocked that I was able to do this well. Go you, b.eeana. You deserve a pat on the back for this one. Okay, guys, so there you have it. That's what happened with my grade. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys liked it. And if you did, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!